Where are you from?
I'm from Taiwan.
What motivated you to do Shikoku Pilgrimage?
I was lucky to do traveling around the world for almost like a 1 year and a half, 1 year and 8 months. So during the time, I hiked a lot in Pacific Crest Trail in California, UK Penai Way, and the famous one is the pilgrim in Spain called Santiago de Compostela, and I did that through Spain down to Portugal. So that altogether that year I walked almost 3,000 kilometers, and you heard about the Japan and also pilgrim and very famous, so I wanted to.
You have a great camera. Are you a photographer?
Sort of, yeah. I would like to keep a record because in the future I might publish a book for all my travel.
How was the Shikoku Pilgrimage?
In general, I really enjoyed it. Yes. So the scenery, the people, cultures, and you see the color of Japan, of this Shikoku area, and somehow you still keep those like a vintage style of things, and you can see those antique along the way. And yeah, that's somehow related because Taiwan has a pretty similar culture as Japan, because it used to be colonized by Japan for 50 years. So we see those things and remind us the childhood or a long time ago with the connection. Yeah, we feel the connection.
What were you interested in Shikoku Pilgrimage?
Personally, I'm into art, and for the art, the religion, the fine art is come from the religion because they want to give the best things to the God. So with those carving and those artifact handicraft things, it's a kind of art piece. And it's really enjoy to see all those building and those art piece along the road. Yeah, it's like you into the big natural museum. Yeah, and it has a history and the people, all different and blend together.
Your impressive place in Shikoku Pilgrimage?
I think the most impressive, it's the friendliness of the Japanese people. The osetai things, it's like sometimes really touching. The people really know each other, but they just chasing you out of a long way and wish you to give accepting those gifts. Yeah, that's a very touching because you can't see much in still have this kind of culture. Scenery wise, it was it's also amazing, and you can see those traditional building and the mountain terrain from the river to the really high mountain and snowy mountain. So all this changing variety was beautiful.
Did you interact with local people?
Yes, I enjoy to chatting with the local people, even with my broken Japanese. Yeah, we still have a good time because the privilege to be Taiwanese, because we can read it. Kanji, the Chinese character. So we know the meaning, we just don't know how to pronounce. And plus I actually learned Japanese like 17 years ago. I just forgot it quite a lot. So I read that pray in my heart because I read it too slow and they make me feel like looks like funny. Like for if I reading. It's slower than the Japanese people, so if I read in Chinese, that will makes me look a little bit different. So I really just like pray in my heart. Then is that most important is what you really mean to pray something. This is something about the ritual.
Ritual. You have a portable solar panel.
Yeah, I do have because that was from experience when I hiked Nepal. Because when you hiking somewhere without a sufficient resource, they will charge you a lot for when you need it. Then they know you needed something, they will charge you a lot. Like a EBC.
Yeah.
When you try to charge your battery for your cell phone or power bank, they will charge you something around $5 or $10 each time. So in the experience, I'll just bring my own, and that does help a lot when I do a bicycle trip around Canada. It's a 2,000-kilometer bicycle ride, and I use it when I have a lunchtime break and charging pretty efficiency. Yeah.
Did you have any problems when walking Shikoku Pilgrimage?
Sometime when you rush to do something, because this is the limited of this hike. All the stamp office closed before 5, and if you try to book your accommodation ahead, then you missed this temple behind, then you have to walk back in the next day. So this is something, the restriction, you have to plan slowly or you can't make plan. Somehow this is like it's the contestant. It's a big test for yourself.
You stayed in Tokushima city
before. Yes. That was nice experience, and that's the day we met, and we didn't walk too far. So end of the day we just find a hostel near the Kimbilo. And that's how we have a chance to see the Awa Odori. And we really enjoy that kind of experience. And if we mentioned it, Joseph that day has also up to the stage, and he win like a super dancing queen, dancing king.
Awa Odori Kaiga.
Yes.
We have Awa Odori hall.
And we have a lot of fun because we kind of interacted with everyone. What Awa Odori is, what he did is just not just performing, he's introducing and how they're gonna do. You kind of like step by step, and that you know the culture wise, you can also learn it and doing dancing with them. So they start from instruments separately and dancing gesture and steps. So everyone ended with like dancing together. This was really nice experience.
How did you know about Awa Odori?
Well, since we know that Tokushima used to be old name used to be Awa. So and we read about it on the internet. And each place has a different something for signature activity. For on the brochure, you will say Tokushima iconic things is Awa Odori. Then Kochi is coastline. Then Ehime is Dogo Onsen. Then Kagawa is udon. Yes, I kind of enjoy that kind of introducing, and well, since Kagawa also very enjoy this name, they even joking themselves. Now we change the Kagawa as udon ken.
We should study Taiwan.
It's like the culture has a fascinating because somehow you will find a way where you like it, and more you dig, more you found it. It's interesting.
Cool.
So this is 24 kilograms. The beginning, but because now it has more souvenirs in there, like the osetai stuff. I quite regularly receiving some gifts from the local people. For example, I might quite show you this. You have quite a few things. For example, like this kind of a handmade stuff. Very cute. Keep a souvenir. So which means you have a strong leg. They always live in somewhere, and handmade bag. and I keep my little stuff here because, for example,
Yeah.
people who made this and they lived everywhere in the temple. And when I saw this, I know who is the maker. Yeah, it's like a really tiny, very detailed things, and you saw that, and you know you have encounter with this person. That's a really interesting story. Yeah.
Where did you get it?
This one, I get it. I think it's before Temple 78 or 79. Yeah, I think that people just living between there, and he lived things at the 80 or something. And he just saw me walking out at his house, and he maybe heard that, and he called me. Yeah, just running inside and grab this and give to me. I said, please accept this. Yeah.
Nice experience.
Yes.